If you think inflation's bad now, think of what would have happened if BBB had passed. Just think of how much more money would have been thrown onto the fire, how much more gas. So I'm very concerned. We're a great nation. We always will be. We're going to make sure we stay great if we can pull all the divergent parts together and say, let's work together. You don't get everything you want. I don't get everything I want. But together, we'll have more than we have right now. And that's American. That's when we're at our best. When we pulled together as a nation in World War II, we whipped anybody's ass who came in front of us, okay? Why? Because we were together. This pandemic, where if you wear a mask, you're one party. If you don't wear a mask, you're another party. I mean, how petty do we get?
Yeah.
If masks were the thing to wear to deal with a pandemic, wear the mask.
Right.
We've now concluded that we can measure people or measure people for what they are by things they do or don't do. That's wrong. Let's address it. Look, I put this on every morning. We are the greatest nation on earth. There'll never be another America, ever, ever. Believe me. And I'm passionate about that. That said, if we don't address the enemy within is our divisiveness. If we don't address that, our future won't be as bright as it would be if we did. So
I agree 100% with you. I agree with going back and tracing this back more than 2 decades, and it seems to get worse every year. You would think that there would be a common enemy like COVID that we could all unite around. That seemed like it could have been a World War II moment. Where else do you find a common threat, a common enemy, something that makes people put aside their differences and say, yes, we agree with each other on these things. Let's celebrate that.
You start with a common point of view. I mean, for example, to go back to inflation last year, I didn't conclude that this chairman did what he did, or I should say didn't do what he should have done.
Fed chairman.
Because he wanted to get reappointed. That's unfair. I have no way of knowing it, and I shouldn't reach that conclusion. On the other hand, I can understand people connecting the dots and saying, hey, wait a minute. Look, a guy that I think gets it right better than anybody else, more than anybody else, is Stan Druckenmiller. He and I talk every day. And last year, we were both saying how insane it was that we weren't addressing the issue of inflation. I saw it in our truck leasing business. I saw it in our food distribution business. You could see it in the consumers' spending habits. Used cars are selling for more than they sold for when they were brand new. I mean, that's insane. So all the signs were there, and as I say, the safe course of action would have been to say, maybe it's transitory, but we're not going to take the chance that it's not, and we're going to put the brakes on. So now, would that have precipitated a recession? Maybe, but if it did, the recession would be less severe than the one that's coming by virtue of what we have to do now.
How inevitable is that recession in your view? Are we in a recession right now?
Never say never. I think we are in a recession right now. I think intellectually and mentally we're in a recession right now. My partner, Tom Teague at Salem Leasing, we're now getting calls from trailer manufacturers that they have availability. 6 months ago, they didn't. Things are starting to loosen up. Look at the inventory issues. We saw each other last week at the Economics Club where Brian Cornell spoke. Brian Cornell did the sensible thing. The thing you never want to be as a retailer is out of stock for what your customer wants to buy. So he went off, here's this great shortage on one hand, here's this tremendous demand on the other hand. Walmart, there's nobody better at figuring the future than Walmart in their business. Walmart, Target, go right down the list. They're all gagging on inventory for one reason. They wanted to be in stock. They are in stock, and they wanted to make sure they had what the customer wanted when the customer wanted it. So they're digging right now out. They're going to be fine. But there's a good example of where we've got to take the pain. And I commend Brian. I told him this the other day, and you were there. I commend him for biting the bullet, not wishing the inventory out. Be aggressive. Mark it down and move it out. Get it out. Get ready for next spring. Have your shelves ready to take your next spring's fashion or whatever it is. So I think, and I'm not second-guessing anybody, but I think we made a tragic mistake by not being more aggressive and not assuming inflation was the real thing last year, and there's no luxury in saying it's transitory. None.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.